Students, today we are going to learn or study a topic human health and diseases. Let us study different terminology. Health. Health does not simply means absence of disease or physical fitness. According to the World Health Organization, that is WHO, health is defined as the state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Immune system. The system which protects us from various infectious agents is called as immune system. Let us study immunology. Immunology is a branch of science which deals with the study of immune system, immune responses to foreign substances, and their role in resisting infection by pathogens. Let us study antigen. Any foreign substance invading means attacking body and capable of stimulating an immune response is called antigen. Antibody, the protective chemicals produced by immune cell in response to antigens are called antibodies. Types of immunity. There are two types of immunity: innate or inborn, that is inherited immunity, and acquired or adaptive immunity. Innate immunity or inborn immunity, it is the natural or inborn defense system of the body. It is present in the human body as follows. First, epithelial surface. The intact skin and mucous covering of the body protect it considerably against invasion or attack by microorganisms. Our sebaceous glands secrete sebum or wax, sweat glands secrete sweat, respiratory tract, that is cough reaction, mouth which secretes or salivary gland which secretes saliva, and stomach which consists of HCl. It destroys the microorganism. Through urine also microorganisms are excreted. Antimicrobial substances in the blood and tissues. The complement system contains more than 30 serum proteins circulating in the blood in an inactive state. The presence of microbial pathogen activate the complement cascade to eliminate pathogens. The interferon are the class of cytokinins, that is soluble proteins released by viral cells infected with viruses and certain white blood cells to stimulate other cells to protect themselves from viral infection. Cellular factors in innate immunity. Phagocytic cells are grouped as microphages and macrophages. Phagocytic cells are the cells which engulf the microorganism. Fever, increase in the body temperature following infection, is a natural defense mechanism. It destroys the invading pathogens. Acute phase protein, that is APPS. Infection on injury leads to sudden increase in the concentration of certain plasma protein, collectively called acute phase proteins, and these include C-reactive protein, that is CRP, mannose binding protein, alpha-1 acid glycoprotein, serum amyloid P, etc. APPS are believed to enhance host resistance, prevent tissue injury, and promote repair of inflammatory lesion. Inflammatory lesion means the wounds caused due to swelling. Acquired immunity. It involves the formation of antibodies in the body which neutralize the antigens. Acquired or adaptive immunity has the following unique features. Actually, acquired immunity, the resistance that individual acquires during life, is known as acquired immunity. It has following features. Number 1, specificity. Number 2, diversity. Number 3, discrimination between self and non-self. And last, memory. Specificity. It can produce specific antibody or T lymphocyte against particular antigen or pathogen. Diversity. It can recognize a vast variety of diverse pathogen or foreign molecules. Discrimination between self and non-self. It differentiates between own body cell and foreign molecule. Memory. When immune system encounter specific foreign agent for the first time, it generate an immune response and eliminate the invader. This is called first encounter. The immune system retain the memory of first encounter. As a result, second encounter with the same pathogen brings about quicker and stronger immune response. The immune system retains the memory of first encounter. Types of acquired immunity. Acquired immunity, it is of two types, active and passive. Active immunity, it develops as a result of antigenic stimulus. There are two types of active immunity, natural acquired active immunity, artificial acquired active immunity. Let us study natural acquired active immunity. Immunity which acquired due to infection is called as natural active immunity. It develops after the entry of pathogen in the body. It is long-lasting immunity. Example, person who has recovered from attack of measles develop natural acquired active immunity to measles for the lifetime. Artificial acquired active immunity, it is the resistance induced by vaccines. Vaccines is introduced into the body to stimulate formation of antibodies by immune system. Example, polio vaccine. Passive immunity, which is ready-made antibodies are received. Again, it is of two types, natural acquired passive immunity, artificial acquired passive immunity. Let us study natural acquired passive immunity. Before birth, maternal antibodies are transferred from mother to fetus through placenta. After birth, antibodies are transferred from mother to infant through colostrum, that is the first milk of mother, and continue throughout the period of breastfeeding. The antibodies received by baby from mother remain in the body for a short time. Therefore, natural acquired passive immunity is short-lived. Artificial acquired passive immunity, this immunity is developed by injecting previously prepared antibodies using serum from human or animals. Example, antibodies obtained from hyperimmunized horses are injected to human against rabies pathogen and it is short-lived. Cells of immune system. There are two main types of cells involved in working of immune system. There are lymphocytes and antigen presenting cells. Lymphocytes are of two types, B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte. B stand for Brussels, T stand for thymus. The lymphocyte which get differentiated and matured in the bone marrow are called B lymphocyte, and the lymphocyte which gets matured and transferred to thymus gland are called as T lymphocytes. Mechanism of response of T lymphocyte to antigens. There are four types of lymphocyte. Number 1, helper T cell. Helper T cell, sensitized helper T cell produce lymphokines for performing several types of functions like proliferation of other T cell, stimulation of B lymphocytes and macrophages. Killer T cells, they directly attack and destroy invading microbes. Suppressor T cell, this cell suppresses entire immune system against attack of own body cell. And last, memory T cell, these are previously sensitized cells which retain the sensitization memory for a long time in the future. Mechanism of action of B lymphocyte to antigen. Let us study. The free antibodies have three main functions. First, agglutination. Agglutination means clumping of particulate matter including bacteria and viruses. The immobilized mass is then engulfed by phagocytes. Opsonization or coating of bacteria to facilitate their subsequent phagocytosis means to engulf by macrophages. And last, neutralization Neutralization of toxin released by bacteria, example tetanus toxin. Antigen presenting cells. Antigen presenting cells engulf invading pathogen and process the antigens. Let us study vaccination. Administration of vaccine, that is inactive pathogen, to protect against a particular pathogen is called as vaccination. Vaccination has allowed us to control diseases like measles, polio, tetanus and whooping cough that once threatened many lives. Vaccination don't just protect individual, but it also help to protect the society. Note, vaccinations are considered to be very safe. Let us study structure of antibody. Antibodies are also called as immunoglobulin, that is IgS. Antibody, it is Y-shaped molecule. Two heavy chains, that is H chain, and two light chains are present. These two are called as heavy chains and these two are called as light chains. It is connected by disulfide bond. Two distinct regions can be clearly seen: variable region and constant region. Variable region constitute antigen binding site, that is called paratope. Most antibodies carry two antigen binding sites. That's why they are called as bivalent. Formation of antigen antibody complex. Study of antigen antibody interaction is called as serology. Combining site of antigen is called as epitope, while antigen binding sites are called as paratopes. Let us study ABO blood groups. There are several known antigens on the surface of human red blood cell. These antigens give rise to different blood group. ABO blood groups in man. This is blood group, antigens which are present on surface of RBC and antibodies which are present in the serum. The person with blood group A is having antigen A on the surface of RBC and antibody B. Person with blood group B is having B antigen on the surface of RBC and antibody A. Person with AB blood group, which is called as universal acceptor, is having both A and B antigens on the surface of RBC and there are no antibodies in the serum. The person with O blood group, which is also called as universal donor, which is having no antigens on the surface of RBC, but it has both antibody A and antibody B in the blood serum. Different blood types in human. Rh factor. Rh factor, it is an antigenic protein present on the surface of the red blood cell in the human beings. Person having Rh factor, that is D antigen, are called as Rh positive and those lacking D antigens are called as Rh negative. Erythroblastosis fetalis. Rh blood group is an important factor in blood transfusion and is involved in hemolytic disease of newborn, that is HDN, which is called erythroblastosis fetalis. It occurs when Rh negative mother conceives Rh positive fetus. The Rh positive RBCs from fetus may enter mother's circulatory system during child's birth, causing her to produce anti-Rh antibodies. As a result, subsequent Rh positive fetus will be exposed to the anti-Rh antibodies produced by mother, which results in HDN. In order to prevent HDN, Rh negative mother is injected with the anti-Rh antibody during all pregnancies carrying Rh positive fetus.